It's a when life moment, cause life fucking sucks.
Hello there, Life Moment watchers. My name is Merlin. Joining me today is the fellow lizard, Mirza. Hello, say hi, Mirza. I was about to say hello, then I said hello. But yes, we're all about diversity on the Life Moment channel, as you all know. We've had one British guest before, so we decided to get Ringo Starr from the Beatles.
Hello, everyone. Peace and love. I'm Ringo Starr.
It's a Ringo Starr. But no, we have DelfinoLuigi, the only among the sussy chungus baka.
Hello, everyone.
I don't know about the last part.
Yeah, don't know about the last part. But yes, how has your week been, Delf? What would you say about it?
It's been very hectic for me personally, and came on the show with the instinct of ending it on a good note.
That sounds like suicide.
Right, no.
You're gonna do that in this podcast? I don't think that's.
I mean, more views, guys.
We're not. But what I mean
yeah.
is basically, in the UK, it was results day yesterday. As of recording this is the 13th of August, and I got my results. I passed everything besides chemistry, but you know.
Let's go,
It's chemistry, honestly. So overrated.
bro. Who cares? Hydrogen plus oxygen equals to hydrogen. Let's go. Anyways.
Whatever you said, let's continue.
But yes, so results day, like you passed and everything. Like what was like, what's your favorite subject though? Like if you had to choose one like that.
Well, I have a few favorites. I do love English. I mean, it's pretty basic, bitch, but I do enjoy it. I do right. Although teachers can be like shedding tears if you read a sentence as the dog sat down and then like crying their eyes. Like, what does this suggest?
It is so poetic.
Yeah. But that and history is, I think that's the highest grade I got. I got an A on that, and computer science. So they're my three favorites.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to learn computer science. Why would anyone major in that?
Yeah. So yeah, he's going to
He's so
university for computer science. By the way, Mirza is. So he's
Ew.
also Mirza's also majoring.
Man.
He's also majoring in computer science. You're also going to major in computer science, right?
Oh, hopefully, hopefully become a major. You know, this guy literally, he went from fucking making domino review videos from 3 fucking years ago to being a major in computer science. I think that's an achievement in itself.
You've seen your old videos.
I've seen your old videos. Yeah, I went through before the podcast and I seen some of your old videos. Works of art.
Wait, my videos?
Yeah, you
the
can find my old videos. My channels have been deleted except one, which I'm not gonna tell anyone. So
yeah, my old videos are really, really bad.
I mean, I don't actually hate them. They're entertaining.
That's for sure.
Yeah, it's something. They're entertaining.
It's something.
They're entertaining to watch.
It's not what you call lightness tech tips quality, you know.
But anyways,
No.
what we do, on the show is we like to bring diverse people on. So we got our third white guy on for the but
White people will be like,
you know that meme where it's like
Bro.
white people be like, and then it's something, and then black people be like,
Yeah.
at this point I don't even know.
You know what, just edit that bit where it's like white people be like, just me slam the desk. You just like, meme moment.
me moment.
But yes, so we like to let them choose a topic. Of course, you chose a topic for this time as well. What did you come up with? You want to tell the people?
I selected music. I thought I'd bring something different. I mean, we've already had school. I just kind of, threw out there. But I thought I'd discuss music because, I thought I'd discuss tastes, our favorite artists, things like that. So, so not only that the audience can learn a bit more about me and what I'm interested in, but they can also learn about the wonderful hosts here because they probably think they listen to the Baylan Wonderworld.
Oh hell yes, we are. Yeah, like I love the Beatles, man. Like the Beatles are the best. Ringo Starr and Ringo Starr and Ringo Starr, and obviously Ringo Starr and John Lennon. Maybe why not?
Yeah, 3 Ringos. Yeah, 3. You know what? The Beatles were actually not real. It was just Ringo moving very fast.
I'm over here just knowing about life is a highway, and that's about it.
Life is a highway of cars, bro.
All right.
But yes, you came up. School and music is what you chose, right? Why school?
Well, I think mainly because you guys are in different country.
Yeah.
And I think I can't fucking remember his name. That's the British guy on here, the main outfit bloke.
Dusty, yeah, he was also.
Yeah, I had a couple pints with Dusty. He's a nice bloke, but
Wait, what?
Legal age of
No,
drinking
not
is
aware
low
of
there.
this.
you know, a couple pints, a couple drinks with him at the pub. You know,
Couple.
normal day.
Throw some darts, play some snooker.
It's snooker, mom. Right.
Yeah,
For real. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, billiards, like the normal billiards. Isn't there a British version of it called snooker? Isn't that the British version of billiards?
I don't actually know. I just know snooker is like 8-ball pool, and 8-ball pool is good, so it means snooker's good. So
dude,
yeah,
snooker sounds like a brand of cookies. Not gonna lie.
And you know what, people are like, what we got? We got some snookers. We're gonna eat some snookers, boys.
You sound like you're on crack, bro.
You do.
Well, I gotta entertain the audience, so
Starts doing jumping jacks. Wait, don't do that. But yes,
the fucking table, bro.
Well, I've got a bit in store for the audience later on, as before recording. That,
yes,
yeah,
definitely. But yes, you chose the music and the school. Why? What made you choose school? Like, what was the reason?
Well,
Why school?
Right. Basically, although it's been done, I think like 2 or 3 times, and Dusty was on here talking kind of about the UK. I had the idea of taking something I've just finished in life, big chapter in my life so far, school.
Yeah.
And discussing a bit with people out there who don't know what a British school is, or are from a different country and don't understand the environment.
What do you mean? Britain owns everything. What do you mean? Like, what?
No, we don't. No, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. But I thought I'd discuss music and school. But school is something I feel like a lot of people in the country fucking hate. I enjoyed it personally. I enjoy my time. You have a right laugh. But I thought
you are insane after all.
I mean, yeah, true.
Alright.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd kind of make somewhat of a survival guide in a way, but or just kind of teach you about the environment a bit more, so you have an understanding of what I've been through these past
You know how on YouTube there's people reviewing like prep stashes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, my school prep stash.
Oh my god, what's the stash doing?
How I survived.
What would be like the biggest difference between most schools that you've seen from like anywhere else compared to like your school?
Right. So from what I'm going to compare this to American school. Now I could just first off, better education, right? Okay. Not my words, trust me, right? That's a big difference. No, but on a real note, we are a bit more. From what I've seen in videos, we actually have like a strict uniform. We have to wear like probably schools around the world do, but you have like a shirt, you have a tie, trousers, maybe a belt optional, and then just shoes. And then
Here's the thing, right? I think me and Mirza, both of us also had uniforms, right?
Yeah.
You also, yeah.
And I don't like it.
I don't like the uniform either. What's the worst part about the uniform for you, though? Like,
I mean, I think personally, I don't really have any problem with it. But there are 2 things I can tell you the other people in the country about it. So, 1, blazers, right? So the little blazers you put on.
We had those
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So you wear them, but in the UK, you'd say you're in a lesson, right? I'll tell you a story of mine. So we were in science, right? And this was during the pandemic. So we came in, we had to try and get a bit of a feel for it. It was like nearly a year ago. And basically, you had to have the windows open. That was like one of the what's it called? Protocols. Like you had to have it open so COVID and stuff like air through, fresh air, things like that. Oh. And basically, it was really cold. And we were in biology, and we were on the top of the school. And I remember it went like a fucking absolute war zone because the teacher was doing the lesson, and we wanted to have our blazer off, but she was already strict with it. You had to keep them we wanted our blazers on.
Yeah.
Right. But because basically you get people who come in and it's boiling in here, or it's cold in here, right? But about 80% of the class said it was really hot, and even I'd say that, right? But I just kind of got on with it. But people around me were wanting their blazers off because it was fucking boiling. But the teacher was like, no, it's freezing. We have windows open. And then literally this guy in front of me, I'm not going to mention his name, but stereotypical British solid road man, fucking katana, machete shit, right, kind of person, was literally so mad at the teacher. He was like, well, why are you not having them on? I am, but it was like a fucking war zone, like I said. Everyone was having a go at her. So I don't care. You keep your blazers on. I was like, oh my days. And the whole class started arguing with her, and she was a fucking bitch, right? I'm not gonna lie. Like, listen, I'm gonna say it right now, ain't no fat shamer, but the fucking land whale at the front teaching us, right? Fucking one to shut the fuck up. She just kept going on and on. It was like, fucking hell, just let them have the blazers off. You're rambling about 10 fucking minutes. We come in trying to learn from you. We don't have to deal with you.
Wasting lesson time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, maybe go for some of the people in the class, you know, we don't have to fucking deal with it.
Wait, what about the shoes? Did you guys not have problem with the fucking shoes on this thing?
No.
Bro, what the fuck?
They have like this, we have this thing in the UK, I'll try and tell you right now. But I think about like 30% of the boys in the school have these Nike Air Force One black trainers. You could probably, if you put up a picture on the screen, right?
I fucking had the same exact ones.
Yeah, put a picture on the screen if you want to.
You're one of those.
Yeah,
I remember wearing them.
Yeah.
20, 30 people that had them. But you just wear black shoes and that was it. Then that was it. You just wear black shoes into the school. Really.
Here's the thing. My school made us wear like leather shoes, black leather shoes.
That's what they did.
And when it became, because sometimes here, when it gets hot, like I know, like I had blisters on my feet because of how hot it was. And we had to like run and shit in their shoes. So the leather compared with the heat, it didn't work out. So what I did was I got like Nike shoes, and then any white parts, I just took a Sharpie and I made it black. And then I wore those to school, and no one noticed up until I had exams. I did that for 3 years, and then in the third year during my exams, my teacher was like, "Those aren't school shoes." I was like, "Yeah, they're not." Right. You just noticed. I've been doing this for 3 years, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what, though? I don't think anyone in the country, in the UK, would actually think of doing that. If you have, let us know in the comments. If you're in the UK, let us know if you know anyone who did that.
Yeah, of course.
If you're British, also comment. If you're also comment. Anyone.
Like, comment, and subscribe, people. Like, comment, and fucking subscribe.
Every comment giving away 4 V-Bucks. Let's go.
Yeah, you know what, guys. You know, guys. If you go to my favorite website, it's AmongUsFreeDownload.com.
AmongUsFreeDownload.com. But the thing with But the thing with uniforms is definitely like a good side, which is like teaching discipline. But man, when it's like not the right temperature or like you just have shit fucking uniforms, like bad quality ones.
UK, the weather doesn't really get like super hot, does it?
Oh, I feel like, here's the thing, right? It gets like, I think we peak sometimes about 26, 27 degrees. That's been recently, by the way. Because of a heat wave lately. But it's around anywhere from like 17, 18 degrees to about like 23 degrees Celsius, obviously. So it's quite, but basically in the UK we don't have the boiling sun in America, like they say that they all love and stuff. It's very humid, it's very sweaty, it's not good, right? You don't want to be but back to the uniforms thing. I remember you'd have people going along the corridors in the school and they'd have their shirt out. You need to have it tucked in, you know. And have these teachers like, tuck your shirt in and all that. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Holy shit, that happened in my school too. Like, I remember my mom is actually the counselor at my school, and so back when I had to go to physical school, teachers they got to go home later than the students. They had to stay back for like an hour or so. So if I was done with school, I used to go home with my mom, and I used to wait. I had to wait for my mom to be done, and then I could go with her. So for an hour, I was just in the school, just there. I had nothing to do. So now fucking my shirt's tucked in. I don't want it tucked in, so I pulled it out because I'm done with school, right? Technically, I don't have classes anymore. So thing is, the headmaster or the principal, whatever you call them, it's actually headmaster. Yeah, the headmaster saw me with the shirt out, and he was like, "Why is your shirt out?" I said, "Well, I'm done with school. I'm just lounging." He was like, "Put it in." I was like, "Okay." I went to go to the bathroom, and he was like, "No, put it in." I was like, "Yeah, I'm doing it."
I know people are not getting the entire similarities just yet. They're getting similarities to other places, but they're not getting the main difference yet.
Yeah.
Let me discuss more about, like, let's talk about the summertime, because we're talking about the heat weather in the country. I think it'll be sensible to talk about this. So, in my school, we had this thing called cropper soccer. Yes, we call it soccer just because it kind of had this little ring to it. Cropper football doesn't sound good. We call it that.
True.
Americans, that's right, you're wrong.
Football. You use foot, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But cropper soccer, imagine like normal football, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about UK football. So if I reference it as that, then you'll understand what I mean. But you know, you kick the ball about. With cropper soccer, no fucking rules. What you have is you still like basically you have. I think when we did it last, we were doing it around this year, and it never got. I don't think it got banned. I think teachers pointed it out. I think they did try and ban it once, but no one gave a shit. But what it was football, no rules. There was no like actual pitch. You'd just be round on this grassy area because we'd be at the back of the school, right? That's where we were sent as our year because they tried to have to separate us for COVID reasons.
Yeah.
And we were down in like this grassy area next to an AstroTurf, and it was like a massive grassy area. And we set it up there. We put our coats and bags. We mark that as our goal. You join any fucking team, and what you do is it'll be your team against the other team, and you'd basically just slide people. You'd fucking trip them up. You'd literally fucking tackle them. No one would give a shit.
Some guy fucking
yeah,
bro.
And the thing is, a lot of the like the solid kids, big units, big boys did it, and it was just a laugh. And me, I am not good at football. I can barely kick a fucking ball properly, right? So me in that, you'd expect me to get absolutely fucking murdered. I surprised never got tackled. I was one that didn't. But I was the one who'd just be trying to go in, have a laugh, try and get the ball, and it was a lot of fun. That's the main difference, I'd say. And adding on to that is,
here's the thing. This is in your school. Where no rules, you can tackle people. Fucking some dude pulls out a hammer. You're like, yeah, that's in the rules. We can do that. Yeah.
That's in the rules.
But we do that, and if it was like really hot, and we just come down. I think we even did it at points where it was like freezing, like it was like proper dark in the morning. It was like it was probably around like January time, like November, December, January. So it was cold. It was freezing. We'd still fucking chuck off our blazers and coats and shit. It'd be fucking freezing our balls. We'd be there like this, teeth chattering, people with our hoodies on, and we'd just be going and sliding everyone and shit. All right. Well, but others would.
Actually, speaking of this fucking shit, my school, before we had like proper sports gear, this was way back then when I was in like 9th grade or so. We didn't have sports gear, so for soccer or football, we used a basketball to
oh, that would not have been nice.
Yeah, it hurt. Okay, we had to fucking kick the shit. We had to like fucking. Thing was, you have to put a lot of force to kick a basketball, like a distance, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So you know what I did.
Merza's
so
deafened.
Yeah, it's fine. It's probably.
Oh, all right, okay.
Yo, welcome back, Mirza.
So when the Among Us mom, bro.
When the Among Us mom. Dude, so we used the basketball to basically play football. And you have to kick a basketball with a lot of force. So by the time we got a football, we were also used to kicking the ball hard. That shit would go fucking flying.
That's what would happen in cropper soccer. I'll get onto that, and I've got another bit I want to discuss as well. But with cropper soccer, you'd have people like that. There'd be like 2 goalies, right? And then many defenders about who fucking gives a shit, right?
Sure.
There were about probably 40 boys who played that 40-45, so you can probably imagine what it was like.
40 of you playing football?
Yeah, cropper soccer. But basically,
the whole class.
Well, I think in like an average school year, I think there was about 220 people in total in like a school British year. 220 people.
Damn.
Yeah.
I thought 220 people playing football. I was like, what the fuck?
No.
That's not football at that point, is it? That's just a war. You're just doing.
That's not 220 people, but I meant like that was like the size of our year.
Oh, okay.
Like their years are way smaller. That's like how big my year was for 5 years. But we'd have that in cropper soccer, and we'd have some like bastard at the back. I remember we'd get people. I remember one of my mates see the ball back, and you just go fuck off, and you actually put your fucking foot into it, go flying. And instead of like trying to watch out for it, you'd have people going under and just actually fucking headering it. Keep in mind, if it's been sent in the air, you still got that kind of force on that. So when it comes down, you hit with your head, it's gonna fucking hurt. Like I did it once. I did it a couple times. I remember once I was like I was dizzy, a little bit dizzy for a couple seconds. That's like how bad it was. But it's absolutely, you have to kind of get used to it. And if someone get like tripped over with the ball, I'm like, wait, and all that.
What the fuck?
That's our school environment.
That's a pretty chill environment.
The part of the British culture that I did not know.
Yeah.
This fucking.
But I feel like this is a serious thing to discuss, right? Because I might as well.
Yeah. Why not?
Obviously, yeah. Everyone needs to know.
But I believe there was at one point when we played it, and this kid got absolutely fucking bodied, like slide tackle proper in the back of his leg. And literally, ready for this, right? This is how bad it was. So he literally comes back in school a couple of weeks later on crutches. He literally,
fucking shit.
He literally, it was that bad. The kid literally, the guy that was shitting himself. It was absolute drugs. But the guy who actually was injured, he got to like hospital and stuff. Keep in mind, I remember a bit of this somewhat.
Yeah.
He got to hospital. He got a cast on him, and then he came back home. He was on the cast, had his leg and all that. And then he came back into school with crutches for about a couple of days.
Yeah.
Goes back home. I ring him up on. He rings me up on Discord. Surprisingly, right? We just want to see how he's doing. You know what happens?
What?
Right. So literally, the following day, he goes back home and he literally got rushed to hospital midnight, and they said one of his arteries might have been leaking.
What the fuck are you guys?
Bullshit. I think I might get some people at my school to watch this video, and they could all confirm this legit. I'm not going to mention anyone. Just for their own safety reasons.
Yeah.
But legit, he literally got absolutely bodied, and he literally never came back.
More views. Make
the thumbnail like a leg just like dead. It's like
fucking.
Is he okay now? At least?
Yeah, he's fine. He's like he's working at a job and he's like going to the gym. He's fine.
Okay.
But he literally was for months couldn't come back into school.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that was like an injury, and the guy was shitting himself. But that's what happened. It was mental. So that was a cost of soccer. I think even some people might have like broke a toe or broke something. Like I don't know.
I don't know about this sport, man. I'll be honest with you. So Mirza,
bro, I would snap in half.
Mirza, do you see this sport coming to the Olympics anytime soon? Perhaps just.
You know what?
Be banned everywhere. This is not safe.
But I remember when that happened and stuff. When people were getting injured, there was like probably about 3 or 4 people who got like injured. Like the first one where the kid like artery almost leaked. Like there were even rumors of him might be able to get a prosthetic leg. He never did. He was fine.
Yeah, I mean, kids be like,
but it still sounds bad.
And then teachers caught on, so they tried banning it. Did they try? And I remember we'd have like the Bluetooth speaker blasting out like like drill and stuff, like British like our kind of like people's music in the country, like drill, grime, things like that. And the teacher would come down, you hear the whistle, and we still fucking kick it and shit. The teacher would come down, they come booting the ball with us. It'd have been brilliant. I think I remember the assistant deputy head, I think she came down, waddling down, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, boys, get it. And we were just fucking still booing it around her. I'm like, Miss Erica, she's fucking booing it. We're like, wah!
Fucking playing with the. Whenever my like headmaster or teachers, everyone just goes.
Yeah, same.
Okay, right?
Like scared.
Everyone gets scared.
Don't get me wrong. You get people who get mad. I think like the whole head like master. We have head of years.
Yeah,
Head of year 7, head of year 8, etc. You get it. But over that whole headmaster, like the ruthless dictator of the school.
Yeah, that's how everyone sees it.
Yeah. But he came down at one point to try getting the ball. It was absolute class. Like some of us be ready packing our stuff up and going away because of that, all like the neaky kids who'd come in to have a game of it. But you have all the solid kids like still hanging back and doing it. It was fucking
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Mirza, you play sports in school?
I don't move. I mean, okay. The sports in my school are very whack. Like, it takes no effort at all. Even I got like good grades, even though my stamina is so bad. So mainly your flexibility and whatnot.
What do you do at your school then?
It depends on the material that they have. Either
my school,
for example, basketball.
For some reason, they did not during recess. We weren't allowed to use like balls and stuff. Like, we weren't allowed to use equipment from the school to play sports and stuff, right? So if we want to play football during recess, if we wanted to play football, we couldn't take a football and play. We weren't allowed to bring our own either. That's the sad part.
Yeah, that's what we did. We have people bringing that ball and they were fine with it.
Yeah, so my school wasn't. So you know what we used to do? We used to bring stress balls. And I know kids used to play football with a stress ball. That's this big, fucking.
Bro.
Oh my god!
Try hard footballer.
Actually, people were.
School, we could just borrow it from the school. It was fine. people would play basketball and football. So
damn.
Oh yeah, they did have that. They let you borrow it, but I imagine I think they might have anyway. But we just bring in our own balls and stuff.
Dude, here's the thing, right? For some reason at my school, here's the thing. When we had this specific period or specific time allotted for like games, where we basically got like 45 minutes. So a period is 45 minutes. So 90 minutes for just playing shit, whatever we wanted to play. We had to go outside. It was like mandatory physical activity. I loved that time, by the way, because you could play, you could like fucking study, you could do whatever. It was like free period basically. And if you wanted, if there were a lot of kids vouching, we would all be taken to this big ass field kind of thing where you'd be allowed to play football, play cricket, play baseball, whatever you wanted. Like just do whatever, man. Just play something. That was the only thing we had to do. We used to play basketball. Cause I used to play basketball because I liked that game. And we had to stay back in school. So well, one time a teacher was walked into the basketball court and some kid passed the ball, and you know how in basketball we have a pass that goes like this. It's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Fucking smacked in the fucking cheek with the basketball. She gets mad. She's like,
"Oh my god, no, I'm not. I'm no car. I'm about to say that's a woman. No way."
That is a woman. Yeah. So like, no, tell me, we're playing. You walk into a field when we're playing in the middle of the field. What do you expect is gonna happen?
Exactly.
Like
you could shout and at least alert yourself, but no.
Or you could have gone around the fucking thing. That's what you should do. Like. I played badminton for like 3 years or so, and my coach was pretty much, he was a nice guy. He was like pretty decent. I respect that man. But if you walked into like the fucking badminton court while someone else was playing, he would be pissed. Like he would go all, because you're ruining what they're doing. Where do you have to? You can go around them. Just go around them, man. It's not that hard. Please.
All right.
And that means it's her fault.
It's like, her fault. She got mad at us for fucking hitting her. We were like, bro, how is it our fault? Like, you walked into a live court when we were playing. What do you think is gonna happen? Kisses,
you're
roses.
You're literally being a beady-eyed raccoon. What are you doing?
Actually, bro.
But the teacher is always correct. You gotta know this.
Yeah, but
always correct.
No.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
You think about it, though, teachers like Discord mods, right? You know what I mean? Like, if you shout back, you're like, "Oh, server on mute. Get out of the classroom."
Guys, he posted a meme in general. I had to ban him.
Literally, no joke.
You talk too much. Bye bye. Go to class.
For my last like 2 or 3 years of doing like combined science, which is, it's basically, there's a difference. You have like triple science, which is a GCSE, and then combined science. Combined science is basically, you'd have your timetable saying what shit you'd do that day, and they'd put under science. But you just go to that classroom and then you'd study a certain type of science. That was what combined science is, and you'd get the grade and shit. But they'd count as two. Triple science was the GCSE. You'd get actually they'd individually list that type of like
physics, chemistry, biology.
Yeah. Although that was like what you'd call combined science as well. But that's what they had on their timetable, and they'd be 3 grades individually, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of, but
right.
British school system whack. Not gonna lie.
It's not as bad. I think you just got to get used to it. I think school's just been whack for a lot of people in general because of the last, like, couple of years of COVID.
Dude, so COVID sucked ass.
Most schools can't adapt to like doing it online because it's way different.
Yeah, we tried online. It didn't work.
Yeah, I've got a few stories to tell you about online school as well.
Go, what's up?
But I might as well discuss like teacher stories, like me between teachers, or just like other people with teachers.
Yeah, sure.
So some of these are what I've heard, some of these are what I've experienced myself or seen. But around year 9, I think. No, year 10. I did computer science for GCSE, and our first teacher, because basically GCSE goes from year 9 to 11. That's like how long a GCSE is, right? So year 9, we had this guy who was big miserable. He wasn't miserable. He was a decent old bastard, right?
Yeah.
And he I think. Oh, okay. Well,
hold on. Technical difficulties. BRB.
A lot.
Yeah. Okay, we're back live on air.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Sorry.
Yeah, you were saying, Delf.
Well, as I was saying.
Yeah.
But then when that guy just fucked off, I think he might. I don't want to obviously say anything, but I think he might have got done with actual like
he just left school.
Students. I think it might have been have to do with like grades and stuff, but I'm not too sure. He left with like he got himself in trouble, I think, with the school. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on, give me a sec. This is
Sure.
actually
Watashi wa watashi wa anata wo. We are back from technical difficulties
Hello,
again.
everyone. Welcome back. So that was a bit more serious rather than some beetle-looking ass leaving the call.
Ringo Starr called him. He had to go. You know when.
Had a short meeting with Ringo Starr. Of course.
Is Ringo still
Casual.
alive? I forgot. Is he alive?
No, yeah, he's alive. He's alive. Paul McCartney and Ringo's still going.
John Lennon's still going, man. I mean,
John Lennon died in 1980.
Yeah, I know.
He goes to and then George Harrison died 20 years ago. It'll be 20 years ago in November. Yeah, he died of cancer.
Damn.
Oh,
rip.
Anyway,
Can't relate.
Back onto happy stuff. So,
well, British schools.
Back about it, British schools. No, sounds American. But
what?
We had a teacher who I think actually got in trouble with the school himself and the actual people who did the grades and stuff, like the actual main people over.
Yeah.
And he made the papers and stuff, and we got this guy calling, and he was like this Indian guy, and we just memed about him. He had one of the weirdest names. I ain't no racist, but he had a very long name that we just memed about it. And then we had him, and he fucked off. We learned nothing. He just taught us Python, but Python in a way which wasn't. What's the word? We were doing something with the first teacher. That was fine. We were learning, but we go from fucking binary to Python like that.
Okay,
bro.
So I'm like, bro, we're not ready for that. So we just don't even know what we're fucking doing. The whole class doesn't know. He fucks off. A woman comes in, right? Funny enough, shares the same name as the first person, the first teacher, right? And they're not related, by the way. They're not nothing like that. Yeah, but
that's weird.
I fucking hated her. I had a war with her for the whole fucking time. Basically, I had her from the end of year 9 to going into 2020, I think. Well, no, going into year 10, I think. And I was just tired of her shit. Genuinely, I was so tired of her shit. She didn't teach anything. She was an idiot. She looked like a fucking bitch, right?
Oh yeah, so I had one of those.
Last lesson, right? I fucking hated her. She didn't like me. My behavior records dropped down in computer science when she joined. So give me a sec.
Another difficulty. We'll be back.
Don't talk too much.
Right, because I want this should be flowing this podcast, not really, dying.
Okay, boys, we are the backing right now. Let's go. Arigatou gozaimasu. Anyways,
bye.
You were talking about a female teacher who joined and you hated her and you had a war with her.
Hated her, right? Literally hated her. Every lesson I had a war with her, practically. Right?
Yeah.
So the last lesson with her, I'm absolutely buzzing. I also had a fry media. Hated that. Absolute whiny bitch. Thought I was shit. Said I had no future. So I said I wasn't going to get anywhere with computer science. Yeah. Well, I was like, now you bitch. Fuck you.
I mean, you're still in your room though. You haven't had a job or anything. So.
Well, yeah, but I'm definitely doing something which she didn't believe I'd do, and that's getting.
I mean, you're proving her wrong, man. Good on you.
Right, but yeah. So Cahoots, right? Like what they are and shit. There was a Minecraft.
We all do.
And I think people might less remember this, right? But basically, it was a question, and it was like, what is stronger, the Ender Dragon or the Wither? Now, give me your answer. Go.
The Wither.
Okay, well, I said the Ender Dragon, right?
Yeah.
I logically thought that, but this is before Dream Hackerman speedrunning, right? And I shouted out like an absolute idiot. What? I could beat the Wither like I could beat my wife.
What?
John Lennon references are coming in, guys.
She said out, and I was just there vibing out of the classroom like Night Fever, fucking BGs. out of that lesson. I went into a business, started chilling for a bit, and I remember it was iMedia's last lesson with her. She would not let me in the class. I had to go right to business.
Jesus Christ.
She's so offended. I was like, pug. And I just
what? I could beat the Ender Dragon like I could beat my wife.
No, listen, for you watching and if you're actually having issues with a relationship and it's ending physically, please contact someone you trust.
There's a helpline too for that shit. So.
This is my number. I would like a girlfriend soon.
This is not good. I'm trying to be serious, man.
No, but there are helplines and stuff so you can contact. So just reach out.
Please do reach out to people.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I did that, and she never wanted to see me again.
But and then is she still in the school or?
Oh no, she left.
She also fucked off, eh?
Then the last teacher we had was a fucking beast. Literally the only reason why I got a really good pass on my computer science. Actual brilliant teacher. Taught us stuff that we should have learned from the start. You know, taught us about that. We actually understood what was going on, right? Taught us Python successfully. We did a project. I did not the best on that, but I still did well than I previously did. Understood Python a lot more.
Yeah.
That was good, right? He was just overall a beast. Real helpful with the exams and just an amazing teacher. If you're watching, probably not.
I very much doubt that.
He's just watching a kid's podcast, bro.
He's just watching the podcast with 44 subscribers.
What a Among Us. He's literally going to be watching a podcast with 3 Bailey and Wonderworld enthusiasts.
Oh my god, Bailey and Wonderworld funny. Actually,
the best game.
When you said
we better leave that joke there.
You know when you talked about the dumb fucking teachers, dude? You know there's math teachers who are like, alright, so can you solve this question for me?
Yeah.
You know, have anyone of you thought what would happen if you said no?
I did.
I did.
A lot of that happened in my class, and the class just went quiet. Like, nope, we can't do it.
Did you? So the teacher, right? This time the teacher was doing that, and I was tired because I didn't sleep the other night. I had a physics exam. I was studying for that, so I have class. I'm just sitting there. I'm like half asleep. He's like, "Can you, Mr. Yu? Can you solve the question, Mr. Merlin? Can you solve that question for me?" And I just said, "No, I can't. I'm sorry." And he said,
"I mean, that didn't really happen with me." Oh, yeah. No, I mean, if they're actually like showing you on the board and stuff. Oh,
yeah.
If they're doing that right now.
Yeah. So he was like, "Can you solve this question for me?" Because he saw I was asleep. He was like, "Can you solve this question for me?" I said, "No, I can't." And he said, "Okay." So, anyways, would you like this? He did not even question the fact that I just said no. He just moved on to the next person. He was like, "Yo, do you want to do this?"
If you can do it, and you said no, so fair enough.
I can't. And then one time in my physics class, this teacher asked, "Will you do this question for me?" And this other kid, he said, "I won't. I'm sorry." And he said, "Well, at least you're sorry." So
I've got an actual story with a teacher now. That, funny enough, you've ironically brought up maths. Okay,
go.
So, like I said, with British schools, you have like sets in a way. There's memes of it online, but you have sets 1 through 8 when you get into year 9, right to the end of secondary school, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, in the UK. And then you have year 7, year 8, and there's only sets 1 to 4. 4 being absolute dense, 3 being second being okay, that's average. 1 being you're cracked, bro. You're cracked.
No, you're cracked that Fortnite, my guy.
But I was in set 3 in year 8, and we had this maths teacher, and he was not many people liked him. You had like some of the solid kids in there. I think about maybe like 3 or 4, maybe 5 at a push. Some girls and like some average people, and I was one of them. And at one point, one of my mates, who's like considered one of the solid kids, I don't know, was rocking his chair back and forth, right? Yeah. He didn't fall or anything, but you know what that is, right? You must have seen people do that.
Yeah,
right?
No.
He was doing that, and then the teacher was walking through trying to help people, right? And he was already pissed off in that lesson as it was with people. So he just kept rocking back and forth. And my mate, he was walking past, he literally went back and he stubbed the guy's like right through his foot. Right? And then you just heard him go in the lesson, not like ow, he went, ouch!
Ringo Starr is in pain. Ringo Starr is in pain.
He was like, he was so mad. He was like, brilliant, mate.
Jesus.
The guy just turned around and didn't give a fuck. And then the teacher was there, just like in pain, and he went back. I don't remember if he sent him out or not, but very funny times. I didn't mind. I thought our teacher was all right. I memed about him. I kind of took the piss with other people out of him. But you know, 3 out of 10. There you go.
Here's the thing. Next time your teachers are like, "Can you do this for me?" Just say no. See what happens.
You know what? Right, listen. If you don't actually know the question, or if you're just not fucking bothered about lesson, either consider why this might be important. If it's Pythagoras theorem, it's not. Just get on with it. If you don't know it, just say that. Let us know in the comments with your story.
I'm in the Pythagoras.
Actually, speaking of, you don't know it, quite a lot of teachers in my school, they actually respect you if they ask you a question, you're like, "I don't know." instead of wasting their time, they're like, well, you know.
I mean, if they actually try and help you understand it, then that's what they do over here.
Wait, you know what's the stupidest thing about the fucking school system that I don't like though? Here's the thing. You know how there's, I don't know if you have this, but Mirza, we probably have, you have sections?
As in?
Like, if you say year 12, A, B, C, D, each section has like 40 students each.
Oh, no, not for high school.
Not for high school? Everyone's in one class?
Forms.
Yeah, forms. You call them forms, we call them sections.
Well, actually, we have 2 sections, I guess, science and social.
Yeah, so we had the same thing, but we had 2 sections for science, 2 for social. So science, social. So we had 4 rooms for each of the 12, like 40 kids each, and then each of us who chose elective subjects, we went into our electives, blah, 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 all that. But what we did was that year 10, we had a very big exam that you had to give. It was like an important exam, because after year 10 is when you get to choose if you want to do science or social. And based on your performance in the exam, if you did really, really well, you would be put with other students who did really well, and then you would get a teacher who was also really, really good. Now, I understand putting students with the other kids who did really well, but why the teacher though? Like, because here's the thing, if you think about it, shouldn't the weaker students be given the better teachers so they can improve, rather than giving the students who are already good the best teacher?
I mean, that's what kind of happened. That's what I consider sets. That's what would happen, I think, in year 7.
But do you get but it's a teacher thing still there. Like, if you're in a high school.
That's not applied. You just get any teacher.
Okay, yeah. So the thing is, right, for the most part, mathematics is something that a lot of people consider hard. Like, a lot of people think math is hard. Especially in year 11 and 12, people thought math was very, very hard. So quite a lot of kids did not do well in math. So there was a weaker class. There were so many kids who did really poor in math that the weaker kids got the better teacher. And then we got the teacher, my class. I was in the section which did well. I don't know how, but my class got the teacher who didn't know shit.
What?
So here's the thing, right? Anytime you went up to him with a question, sir, how do we do this? No.
What do you mean, though?
No, isn't the teacher supposed to tell us the thing though? And here's the thing, you know what? He had like a complex too. He used to constantly think that we were better than him, the students. So he would show up to class and he would be like, I have to prove to the students that I'm better than them. When in reality, no one really gave a fuck. Like, we were just here to get done with the class. We were just wanting to go outside. We all just wanted to go home. No one cared. He used to like show up in class and he used to be like, he used to say some obscure math thing and he'd be like, okay, who knows this? No one knew it. And be like, haha, I'm better than you guys because you guys don't know about this one obscure thing.
You don't give a fuck. You just want to get through the fucking day. That's the thing. That's what some teachers just do. They just really want to get through the day and they're just being a bit fucking annoying about it.
Annoying, man.
I mean, technically, teachers are supposed to be better than the students, so I don't think he should brag about it in the first place.
This discussion's really flowing well for me to talk about actual experiences with me, because now you're mentioning teachers. Let's bring it on to a good teacher of mine. It was my history teacher, ironically the one that got me the A here. So thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Shout out to history teacher.
Shout out to Tupac. Gone too soon, man. Gone too soon.
Too soon.
No, true though, true. But basically, he was like an absolute joker. I think in our yearbook, which we got yesterday, we went in to get our yearbooks, GCSE results. He was like I think he was the highest rated for funniest teacher, because I think he's about 50 this year, I think. I don't know, he's about 45, 50. I don't know, but basically, we had him and he was an absolute beast. Like, he'd be coming in the lesson, right, and you'd be vibing. You could turn up 15 minutes late. He would not give a fuck. He wouldn't be like,
I see.
He wouldn't be like, he was like, he was like, just not give a fuck. Literally, he'd be at the front snacking on fucking. I think they call them walkers here. But you guys call them.
Okay, I know what walkers are. Yeah.
Just absolutely snacking on them at the front with a fucking box of Diet Cokes in the corner next to his desk.
Here's the thing, right? There's those teachers who are very nosy, and then my physics teacher in 8th grade was kind of the same thing. He wouldn't care if you came late, because I remember one time I asked him, I was like, other teachers are always up in my ass about how you were late. I used to come to class late a lot because I didn't like going to class then, but he just said that there's a reason why I stopped like wanting to go to class. He just said that those who actually want to learn will show up. I meant to say that my physics teacher told us that those who actually want to learn will show up to class.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah.
If you force them, you'd probably just like not listen or something.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, another call. We'll be back after this
Another
break.
business call.
All right. So many technical difficulties this episode. It's been insane, but it's
to do with, ironically, I'm not going to say much, but it's been to do with this subject very today.
Yeah, school. So
yeah.
I mean, all of us are done for school with school, so it's kind of understood.
School, yeah.
But yeah. Anyways,
so
Mirza, why?
Why school?
Ringo Starr looking at.
Honestly, my high school experience, I've never it wasn't really eventful at all. Very plain.
Same. I didn't do much either. Here's the thing. My school actually has a stupid rule where you can only play basketball when you're in 11th grade and 12th grade. And can you guess which 2 years of my life went online? So I'm 10th grader. I'm 6'4". I was in 10th grade. The coach said you have to come try out because I'm fucking tall. So I told him, yeah, I will in 11th grade. But then it went online. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? So what
basketball at home, stupid.
Exactly. So NBA 2K21.
I downloaded that in 2020.
But no, it was stupid how fucking it went online, and I love basketball. I ramble about basketball all the time. I wanted to play so bad, and then the one chance I get is just taken away because of some fucking sneeze. Well, it's not. It's more than that.
I feel like we should end this podcast episode of Life Moment. I think, Life Moment.
Oh, Delf is taking your job.
Oh, you just took my job. It's the only reason I'm here.
But yes, that is true. That is true.
Man, you know what? Time is a
social contract.
Yep.
Yeah. I think because obviously I think we're on a bit of a time. Got like 10
time crunch. Yeah.
I think I should end this podcast just like how I ended my time at secondary school by talking about. People are gonna hear this. If people watch this, you'll know about this. But how I got a video I made about the funny pictures and shit played at the.
I've seen this video. I've actually seen this video.
We have, yes, right. So you know about it, right?
Yeah.
I think you do. I think I did talk a little bit
about
it.
You
showed us.
But basically, what happened was I think it was about a week before the Leavers Assembly, the last day, and I was pissing about on my computer, right? 'Cause that's what I do.
Pissing about my computer.
But basically, my friend, I was bored. I had a clip of one of my friends in year 7 at like a trampoline park, and he did this weird pose. And he went, "Let's go!" And he did like that, and I made a Smash Bros. I made a Smash Bros. Meme, like the text.
The new challenger appears.
Yeah, that where it's comes the text and all that, and the cut out. I did that for my mate for that, and then that one of his mates, another friend of mine, sent in one of his own clips of him shooting a Nerf gun at himself in the head.
Oh man!
They gave me the caption I put in. I made that, and they loved it. So
Kurt Cobain gone too soon.
I thought, oh my god! I thought of making these. I thought of making more, but people were sending me pictures rather because you need a build up. You know this if you need a build up to kind of make that clip work. So pictures don't work. I tried it; it didn't work. Obviously, I knew
videos.
How to experiment. Yeah, I needed videos. But you know what? I thought, you know what? I'm gonna keep this, and then just an idea sparked in my head because I watched a meme. I don't know if YouTube will allow it. I don't think they will. But it was of a bunch of lolly anime girls, we'll say. Right? And basically, it's to the tune of "Mr. Blue Sky" by Electric Light Orchestra, right? One of my favorite bands ever, and a very iconic song. And in beat with the song, there'd be more pictures of these anime girls, and then it would eventually transition into a story of a man in his house getting busted down by the FBI, getting arrested by showing it handcuffs behind his back, and then showing a court sentence, the ham about to sit down.
Fucking
shows the prison cell, shows the shower, shows the third and yeah, you get it, yeah. That's what happened. That's
don't drop the soap.
We'll just
don't drop the soap.
But basically, I just thought, you know what, that song is actually really got a nice beat. It's actually a very good song. I think it's a really good song. A lot of people do like that song as well. So I took them pictures, worked with that, and I was like, you know what? This is fucking jokes. So I thought I had like clips of like I don't want to say too many of them, but I think I had like a clip of one of my friends' arse in there. Like you could see his arse in the mirror. And stuff like that, right? I had that as a joke. We all did that. Like his arse would show and everything in the original. But we were planning on, in a way, to airdrop that. If you know what airdrop is, Apple devices. Because a lot of people in the UK have Apple devices. Not saying not many have Androids. They do, but it's more predominantly Apple devices. So we thought of airdropping this masterpiece I made to the
everyone
at the canteen around break, because I know they'd be doing that. Turns out I was like, you know what, I am going to try and clear this video up a little bit of some naughty things, maybe a bit too naughty, and I asked for a lot of people for pictures. I even went to like people on Instagram who I knew would have some, like 4 or 5 people to ask for some. They sent them in to me. I added them to the video, did that, played about with it, made sure it worked. I had some clips. I got more videos. I didn't bother making smash beams. I just put them in there. Very cheap cheap editing, but done for gags. That was literally
it worked. So who cares?
Exactly. People fucking loved it.
And made that funny. That's what's important.
But what happened was I emailed the head of year asking, I know you guys are gonna have a leave assembly, could this possibly be played?
Yeah.
Right. And I asked what are the boundaries gonna be. He didn't respond. He wanted to see the video and see if it was appropriate. Keep in mind, middle fingers were in there, like but schools, because sometimes schools I've heard can be a bit wet wipe like that in the country.
Yeah.
But ours wasn't with it. I don't think even they noticed it. I think it was a kid, like one of my friends, doing a sea Kyle in there.
Whoa.
But it flashed by like quick. It flashed by very quick.
So they didn't really verify it, they just played it.
They did.
Fuck.
I think they watched it quite a few times though, because I remember them wanting to prove it. I was nervous. My mates were like, "Come on, you just gotta get in there. We've gotta have it." So after it was done, I sent it in. I think we were doing more Crobber soccer, but we moved to the AstroTurf. How funny how we get to the very first
fucking thing,
yeah. But head year comes up and says that was absolutely brilliant. How'd you do that? And I was just thinking to myself, like, they're impressed by simple editing. This means I'm swag. But I said, it took a day, and I was like, yeah. It didn't. It was a couple, like probably 2 days, because I was 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
But they approved of it and they wanted it in. Turned around, went to my mates, like, they want it in. And my mates like, yes, get in.
Let's go.
And then we fast forward, I think 2 days, a day or two ahead. It's the Leavers Assembly.
They showed it.
Right? They showed it.
Let's go, dude.
It was one of the last things they shown, right? I know I'm not. Yeah, I kind of have to watch the video. I've kind of got it unlisted on my channel, so you can't watch it because I just want to do it for other people's sake.
Yeah.
Safety, obviously. Yeah. But
So, anyways, his address is gonna be on the screen right now as we're talking.
Address on the screen. I live at 123 Sussy Chungus Street. There you go.
Sussy Chungus Street,
bro. You're on something. Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm literally saying Sussy Among Us, and then that, like, half the internet laughs. All right, so.
Yeah, true.
It is funny.
It is funny.
Basically, I remember because like the Leave Assembly, they go through like pictures, they give out awards, they do stuff like that, right? That's how it kind of goes.
Yeah.
And I remember because how it worked, they didn't like just have the videos on demand. They had to pull up they had File Explorer up, and they had the numbers 1 through 8, and all the other videos for the Leave Assembly, and right at the very bottom, number 8, the assembly.
The legendary.
And it was mine. Right? And I remember the teacher, literally head of year, said before this, right, what you're in for now is a treat. Right? That's what he said, word for word, I think. But walked off. The video started. Literally, you could see like the text saying, and I think as he was about to boot up and pause it, like the technician, you could hear people behind me just chanting my last day. Go, Johnson. Oh, mate, everyone was chanting it, right? I heard people like mates behind me chanting it. 2 people behind me heard about it because UK schools, if you say something, it does not go stunt say private whatsoever, unless like thin, like small chance of it does. Turn around, 2 boys like, I have been waiting for this, right?
Yeah.
And then the video starts playing. They fucking love it. Kids drag like boys done up with women, makeup, fucking.
Wait, what?
A kid literally headbutting a bloody his fucking garage door. Pictures of them looking like absolute fools. Really funny clips.
Just fucking kids being kids, you know?
Yeah, literally us being idiots, right? Not everyone in the year. And I counted it, and I believe I counted there was like 136 people individually in that video.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, ended on a high note, you know, like fucking last thing.
That's what ended the last thing that was shown, as well. But people really liked it. I didn't try and indulge in it all. I got taught. My mate, one of the person next to me told me to stand up. I did for like 10 seconds, got back down. That was that.
So actually,
that probably felt epic for you, man.
Probably felt really nice. You know?
Felt so good.
I was nervous. I was nervous rather than epic. I was very nervous for what people were gonna think.
But people responded really well, though, right?
Yeah. People liked it. Yeah. I literally I've even sent to people like the what's it called, like the unlisted link to the video, just in case they want to watch it. They did, and they've got it on demand. I think it's like got like the 100 views. That's just with people at school. Anyway.
You know what else is gonna get 100 views? This video right here. Time is unfortunately, Mirza. What is time?
It is a social construct that I think we need to end it right now. Because we're kind of busy.
Okay, bye.
Intro. Who made it?
The intro made by Robert Valentine. Thank you so much for making the intro song. We all love it. You know, Delf. It's a when life moment.
We probably have more things to say, so we're probably gonna do another episode.
Do another one, yeah. Why not? Bring you back in, you know. Our second British guest, our third white guest. Just keep the list coming. Diversity. Chungus Sussy Among Us Baka. Bye-bye.